Anything worth doing should be done well at every given point. When the purpose of a thing is not known, it is never far from abuse. And I must tell you, anything that goes around has a way of coming around. Be careful whatsoever you do because it has a way of speaking. Hi, it's still me, your girl, Betha Chemina. Call me Mina, that's my name. Welcome to another session in my YouTube channel. It feels so good to know that you are still there with me. How are you doing? I'm good. Okay, like I said, anything worth doing should be done well at every given point. And when you do something, always be cautious because it has a way of coming back. They always say karma is real to a very good extent. I believe that. Okay, my discussion today centers on this so-called abroad marriage. That abroad marriage. Okay, wait. I must say, in as much as nobody will ever spit, you know, sugar or honey that is being placed in his or her mouth. No one does that. But at the same time, we need to be very cautious of what we do. Yeah, marrying a guy that is in abroad is big, is wonderful. Who does not want that? But at the same time, you just have to be very careful. Because you need to ask yourself, why am I marrying someone that is in abroad? Remember, sometimes those our brothers there may not really have paper, to pull you out and take you over there immediately. So while you are still here, waiting for him to gather himself, what are you doing? I must tell you that this abroad marriage is one of the things that cause, you know, promiscuity among married women. Oh yes. When you marry and you leave your wife behind, bros, what do you think? Cheating is not written on the foreface, so I must tell you. Don't ever say, oh, it is all the extroverts, all the sociable persons, that's the people that are promiscuous. You lie. Most times, you see those extroverts, those sociable person, those people that easily socialize and all the rest of them. Rarely they go down with you. But you see all those introverts, all those people that are more righteous than God himself, those assistant Jesus. So be careful because it is not written on the forehead. Because there is something called sexual need. Born again don't displace it. It is always there. So what are you doing? And now that you have made up your mind to marry that guy that is in abroad, and you know very well that maybe you are not going to follow him immediately, and you still insist accepting to marry him, what is your plan? Yes, what is your plan? Like someone told me, B, happy goody, just leave it. Let me go and marry. Let me be doing what other people are doing. She marrying husband, abroad husband. I'm not the first now. Let me marry. Then join the clique. Whatever, however they are surviving, I will join them and we all survive. After I'm not the first person, and it will never end with me. Can you beat that? So, I really want to call our attentions to this. Bros, if you know that you don't have people to pull her out, to take her along with you, please don't marry a woman in Nigeria as you stay in abroad and she's here. Don't go and suffer somebody's daughter. Please, I beg you in the name of God Almighty. There are so many Nigerians scattered all over the world. Look for one. Marry that one that is very close to you. Don't come and marry someone's daughter and leave someone's daughter here 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. You are nowhere to be seen. And you're telling me that she has self-courage. Excuse you? What do you mean by self-courage? I be self-control or whatever thing you want to call it. Please, don't tempt her unnecessarily. If you know you cannot, don't marry her. Look for people out there. There are so many Nigerians there. Pick one of them, marry them. Let her marry people that are in Nigeria that she's going to see every now and then. It's a different thing that you marry the husband, stay with him, and then he traveled. Even as he's traveling, there should still be provisions. There should still be something. It's not something that he would travel and leave you 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years. Hello. I know this thing I'm going to say now, this thing I'm saying now is going to sound so awkward. Some people are like, what does she mean? So you mean you cannot hold body? Hold body for how long? For 5 years, 6 years, 7? Which holding body is that? I know some men don't like toys. They won't even encourage you into using, toys. So there should be an alternative. Alternative that you people could see. Alternative, okay, fine. Maybe network, what's it called? Social media has made it possible that two of you can still, have closer contact with this video chat and all the rest of them. Yes, okay, maybe I can accept that. But telling me nothing like that and she stays 5, 6 years, brother, sorry, leave that theory. It is not practical. Why I am saying this thing is that so many ladies have serious relationship here in Nigeria. Men they seriously love, men they are so committed to, but because they have had abroad husband, they dump their men. Men that are struggling with them, men that have always been there for them, they push them out simply because they want to marry abroad husband. Yeah, at this juncture, let me pause a little. I run a live program in my TikTok. You can kindly join me. 9:30 p.m. Nigerian time. We look at contemporary issues. And I must say, one came to me yesterday, and that was the reason behind, or that is the reason behind this video. He married this young lady, they're all Nigerians. He based in UAE, married her, did her paper, and brought her over to Dubai, not knowing that this lady actually had a reason for marrying him. Legally married, as in comfortably married. All the legal binding, they are pronounced husband and man, be husband and wife. Now, she got to Dubai with him, and what did she do? She started making plans because her elder brother is also in Dubai, making plans of dumping him after he must settled her with a job. And unfortunately, this young man bumped into the conversation. What do you call that? It is not the first one. It's not the second one. And it will not be the last. So please, bros, look for that lady, because I know you are dating somebody there in UAE. You are dating somebody there in Australia, there in London, there in America. Why will you leave them to come down to Nigeria to come and pick a wife in the name of she's a village person, she is timid, she is not exposed? That is the worst mistake you can ever make. Better go and marry that person you've been dating, in and out. They said that the devil you know is better than the angel you don't know. So a very good extent is correct. So what can we call that? What can we call it? So this is what this video is all about. Please, let us be cautious of this abroad husband thing. Many women have lost their ordained husbands because he's not in abroad. Because they, coincidentally meet someone that is in abroad, and you see them dumping their long-time relationship just to go marry a man that stays abroad. That is too wrong of us. And so many of our men have relationship they have been into, a lady that have been so committed to them. But because they believe in marrying a timid woman, marrying a village woman, you see them dumping all those exposed, or high-class ladies coming down to come and marry that one that is in Nigeria. When you marry her and take her over there are so many stories. They are showing you Pepe that one that is there with you wouldn't have done. So be careful when you want to leave your old relationship in order to come down to marry someone that is in Nigeria and take the person abroad, or marry the person in Nigeria and leave her here and travel. Look at it from any angle you want to look at it. The risk is too much. So this is just a call. A call to remembrance. Please, let's just try to think about this to see how we can manage the situation. I hope you will not misunderstand me. Have a lovely time. Ciao.